Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy Football Friday Eve. It's Dave here, doing some game prep as we're getting set for the high school football season that kicks off tomorrow night. We're just a little less than 24 hours away from kickoff around the state of Illinois, and 7 o'clock tomorrow night, it will be the Benton Rangers coming to town to face the Carterville Lions in Week 1 action at Carterville High School. I'm excited. Man, it's hard to believe, though, that high school football starts tomorrow night. I'm ready. I'm as ready as I'm going to be, but it's just still kind of hard to believe that, number one, school started, and now we're at football season. But it all kicks off tomorrow night, and to all of the teams around Southern Illinois, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic season, and looking forward to what is to come over the course of the next 9 weeks, plus the playoffs in the state of Illinois. Earlier this evening, I had a chance to go over and talk to Carterville head coach Brett Diel. This is part of our pregame interview that we do with Coach every week before the games, and you'll hear that during the broadcast tomorrow night as well. And always like to take just a couple of minutes here and kind of keep you up to date and let you hear from the coach here on our Carterville Lions football preview for Week 1. Coach Brett Diel joins us on our pregame shows. We're getting you set for Carterville Lions football Game 1. How's that sound?
Oh, it's about time. I mean, we've been going at this for quite a while. We started a lot of off-season work, and really in December, and you go all off-season, all spring, and work together all summer, and then these last 3 weeks of practice, it's tough. I mean, it's hot, and those first 2 weeks you're just kind of doing some general install, and it requires a lot of mental focus, and then also it's taxing on you physically. And but after 3 weeks of practice, I mean, I think that we're ready to go, and I hope that hope the execution is there.
Coach, last fall, you were coming off spring football, and just a couple of minutes later getting into fall football. Have you seen a difference in the team this year as opposed to last year, like because of the COVID year?
Well, it seems crazy to even think about that being just a year ago, how quickly that turnaround was. And that turnaround was tough for us. It was good in the sense that we returned a lot of our linemen, so we had a lot of things in early. But a lot of our skilled players were new last fall, including our quarterback. And, that was a quick turnaround. We didn't have really a lot of time in the summer to work. And, I thought that team got better and better as the year went on. And I really think the difference, and, I may be proven wrong, then I don't know. But, I mean, I just think that we're a lot farther along in our scheme and our install. And it feels like where we were at middle to end of the year last year with what we're ready to do.
And this team, when you look at the roster, and people are going to say, wow, look at the number of seniors, pushing 20 seniors on this squad. These guys have 16, 17, 18 games under their belt.
Right, and it's more than any of that. These guys they're incredible guys, and I've just enjoyed every second that I've had with them. Anytime we have a downtime and there's one of them standing around, you can talk to all of them. They're all got great personalities. They're great students. They're going to be great people after school. But on the field, this is a group that really gels well together. They have a high expectation of one another, and we're anxious to see what we can do.
Let's touch on the Benton Rangers. I've always thought that this Benton game is a really great Game 1 matchup. They're usually strong, and you can count on they're going to bring it.
Yeah, they're a very well-coached team, and they're not afraid to run it or throw it, and they play very good defense, and they're always a very physical team. So, when you're coming out week 1, you better be ready to get hit and better be ready to play, or you can get overwhelmed. And I think that, a couple of years ago we weren't ready for that, and they steamrolled us. And I thought last year we had a pretty good attack at them, and I thought the game was pretty good. We just turned the ball over 3 times. And, if we can play clean and get off the football and we know what to expect, I think we're going to be fine.
And this is the first of 5 games at home. How important is that?
Well, I mean, I just think we're a different team here. Just the speed that we play on this field, for whatever reason, it's not just the turf. I mean, 8 of our games this year are on turf. There's something about playing here, and it's always been like that. We're at a different speed here, and we've got to really use that to our advantage. I think from our athletes, our skill position standpoint, against Benton, I definitely think we have the upper hand in regards to speed. So we've got to utilize that. We've got to get ourselves an open space and let our guys run.
And speaking of turf, this new turf looks fantastic.
It's awesome. They did a great job, and there's a few new fields this year that we're going to play on. Ours in DeQuoin has a new surface that looks great. Madison High School put in a turf facility this offseason, and it looks fantastic. And then Harrisburg put one in. So, 4 of our games are going to be on new surfaces this year. So, definitely very, very fortunate, and it makes going into a game a little bit easier, not having to worry so much about the impact of weather and whatnot. And but like I said, all that stuff we can't control. We just got to get out here and play and see what happens.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight, and looking forward to a season, and talk to you in the postgame.
I appreciate it.
There you go, head coach Brett Diel. My pregame report with Coach. It will air tomorrow night during our pregame broadcast on News Radio WJPF. Carterville coming off an 8-3 season last year, and fantastic, made it to the second round of the playoffs. And on the other hand, you have the Benton Rangers that are coming to town. Coach Justin Groves, who just earlier today was named as the Southern Illinois Coaches Association Class 3A Football Coach of the Year. Congratulations to Coach Justin Groves and his entire staff. They deserve that. They had an outstanding year. Carterville and Benton are going to square up tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock. And, of course, we are going to have, our YouTube live stream up and ready to go. If you go to YouTube, you can just search Benton Rangers at Carterville Lions, August 26, 2022. It should pull right up, and we'll be able to you'll be able to watch and listen to the broadcast, and we'll have our radio broadcast as we always do on News Radio WJPF, and that's AM 1340, 99.5 on the FM dial. Can you believe that football is less than 24 hours away? We hope you make it over to the game tomorrow night. We need a big crowd. That home advantage, 5 home games this year. Let's take advantage of that. Pack the stands, and let's just have a great time. High school football is back. We'll talk to you tomorrow night with our pregame show starting at 6:40 on the radio and on our YouTube live stream. And until then, I hope you have a great Thursday night. Wear the blue and orange tomorrow. And as always, let's go Lions. We'll see you then.